Oh, we're about to get into men are not interested in modern women. We're about to get into that on the Just Pearly Things channel, man. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to Just Pearly Things. Yeah. Uh yeah, man, her videos are dope, man. I reacted to at least one of her videos. The video that I reacted to was the one in which she was in which she did interview two African women, two African women, two yeah uh, yeah, man, she be cooking these yeah, she be cooking the delusional women, the women that are not rooted in reality and logicality. You know what I mean? She yeah, bro. She cooks delusional people. Period. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't like. You know what I mean? That like she cooks the delusional women and delusional men. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, bro. We're finna get. We are gonna get into this. We're gonna see what's up. This is my first time checking out this joint. We're gonna see what's happening, man. Let's get it.
Women, modern women, find 80% of men as unattractive. And so on dating apps, which people will argue that maybe people on dating apps aren't looking for something serious, but that's the number one way people meet.
Run this joint
Women
down,
also,
run it back.
to give you some perspective, modern women find 80% of men as unattractive. And so on dating apps, which people will argue that maybe people on dating apps aren't looking for something serious, but that's the number one way people meet. Women only swipe right 5% of the time, up to 20% on the high end in certain studies. So women are all sleeping with the same guys. So for guys that are in that percentage, it's like they just have an abundance of girls throwing themselves at them, and then the women will come back later and say men are trash. Da 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 da. But that's
crazy. The
I think we need to have a speed dating thing. We need to set up a speed dating or even a courting thing when we show them how to do it properly and give them questions to ask. Speed dating, but we provide the questions.
Look at you. We're helping me open wife school, right?
Yes.
You turn modern women into wives.
We need to try. We need to do it. We need to do it.
They don't want to be saved.
Transformation, metamorphosis. He said they do not want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. J. Cole.
We need to do it. We need to do
it. That J. Cole song is fire.
Properly and give them questions to ask. Speed dating, but we provide the questions.
Look at you. We're helping me open wife school, right?
Yes.
You turn modern women into wives.
We need to try. We need to do it. We need to do it.
They don't want to be saved.
No, they do. I think some do.
I
think. You know what, right? I think they do. I think they do.
They want to have that fun.
No, but stop it, Alex. Don't say that. Like, you know what?
The majority of women don't want to be
what you're
saved.
saying is right. I'm not saying that is wrong, but why does it always boil down to women?
Okay,
don't say no, because you see what Nathan said. I like you, Nathan, by the way.
I appreciate girl.
But what made me feel like you're not scared? You're more like scared to be stuck in one because there's so many options out there. Because you keep dipping your cookie into the jars, jars of different sources. So.
But here's the reason.
So I think, the reason why you don't want to commit, I feel like the way you explained it to me, to one jar is because you're like, because you saw the other jar, you saw the other thing. You're like, it might taste.
Earlier on, you said too many options. That's what you said earlier.
Yeah, too many options. Let me explain it to you. So women divorce men 70 to 80% of the time. I would argue in relationships it's probably similar. Men aren't leaving, women are. So to a guy's point of view, he's going to commit to this girl. And what does he get? He doesn't get purity anymore. These have
hobby.
Let's let this guy cook for a
and
little
I'm a
bit.
fitness instructor. I saw myself in the photograph, and we were all smiling. And I looked closer, and I was like, "That's what everybody sees."
Let's get back into it.
He doesn't get youth anymore, so he doesn't get either of those things. A lot of times she already has a kid, so he's not fulfilling his mating strategy. On top of that, even if he does find a good woman that maybe has the qualities he's looking for, she was going to want him to marry her, right? And what does he get out of that? Oh, she can leave and take half, and take my kids, and she's paid to take my kids away from me. She gets more money.
There's bias towards women, and partiality towards women, man. Like, yeah, man, it's wild, bro. It's wild, man. It's crazy.
doesn't get youth anymore, so he doesn't get either of those things. A lot of times she already has a kid, so
I
he's
mean,
not
certain
fulfilling
women, they
his mating
manipulate and
strategy. On top
lie.
of that, even if he does find a good woman that maybe
Yeah,
has the
it's
qualities
sad,
he's looking
man.
for, she was gonna want him to marry her, right? And what does he get out of that? Oh, she can leave and take half, and take my kids, and she's paid to take my kids away from me. She gets more money if she takes my children. And so from the men's point of view, they're just kind of like F it, because
you know what I mean?
like women aren't wives nowadays.
They're like, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Take half.
You know what I mean? You got the
And take my
MGTOW
kids.
and all of that.
And
You know what I
she's
mean? Men
paid
going
to
their
take
own
my
way.
kids away from me.
Yeah.
She gets more
Other
money
groups.
if she
You know what I
takes
mean?
my children. And so from the men's point of view, they're just kind of like F it, because like women aren't wives nowadays. And what do they get out of it?
But
like
you know,
men are logical. They're logical people, and so they're thinking,
Yeah.
does the benefit outweigh the cost? And like I just think as women we have to look at
Do
ourselves
the
and
pros
say,
outweigh the cons? You know what I mean? Logicality
get out
gotta
of it.
override the
Men are
emotionality.
logical. They're logical people, and so they're thinking, does the benefit outweigh the cost? And like I just think as women we have to look at ourselves and say, the benefits we bring nowadays don't outweigh the cost for most men.
You know,
There has to be self-reflection and self-accountability for sure.
And so they're thinking, does the benefit outweigh the cost? And like I just think as women we have to look at ourselves and say, the benefits we bring nowadays don't outweigh the cost for most men.
You know, for the sake of argument, and finally it's about my turn to, help the boys out. I'll tell you something. Boys, do you know the best way for you to deal with a modern woman? Be stush. Stush means be a bit more stuck up about yourself, because actually girls don't like rejection. And when you reject one, she wants you more because it's a challenge. At that moment, you've got the power. If you want her, you want to maneuver and check what she's on, and you want to get her in your foot.
But
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen to this from the men's point of view. So I have to play a bunch of games with these women in order to get to them to commit to me. Why do it at all?
Because
why is it worth it?
Yeah,
No.
it's like what is the benefit to the men? Like what genuinely? Who in here has a cookbook? Maybe
I don't need a cookbook.
what?
I do, but
Like, but that's what I'm saying.
Are you asking for
No,
cook?
no.
From a male
My
perspective.
point is, none of us in here can be considered traditional women. And back then, an average guy could get a traditional woman. And now, what does he get? He gets a boss bitch, a boss babe, a girl that's been ran through. He gets
Masculine
an ex-hoe.
eyes.
He gets a born-again virgin. Like,
what do
this
I
is
get?
as women.
Yeah.
This is what do we get? We still get protection and provisioning.
Are you sure?
And
And
the
that's
average
that's
salary.
It's like a lot of women think they're oppressed and all that. Yeah, man, it's wild, bro.
Boss babe, a girl that's been ran through. He gets an ex-hoe. He gets a born-again virgin. Like,
What do
this
I
is
get?
as women.
Yeah.
This is what do we get? We still get protection and provisioning.
Are you sure?
And
And
the
that's
average
that they be
salary.
looking
The
for.
average.
Not.
I mean, okay, but here's the thing. The average salary could. Women.
Yeah.
This is what do we get? We still get protection and provisioning.
Are you sure?
And
And
the average
that they be
salary.
looking
The
for.
average.
Not.
I mean, okay, but here's the thing. The average salary could cover an apartment. But the thing is, like, women, we want this lifestyle that's not even realistic nowadays. Like, we want men that make more than we do.
Over 6 figures.
And we want them to pay all of the bills. But it's like, we all have our nails done. We get our hair dyed. We have makeup. We have all of this stuff that costs money because we want this lifestyle. And I've had girls come on my show and I say, would you date an average guy for companionship? But you would have to go down in lifestyle. And they say, no,
They don't
we're
wanna do
addicted
that.
to lifestyle.
They be bagging
I
up,
would-
man.
From
They
a
be
perspective, what I find, and I think that this is why most guys don't bother.
the women like
Why I-
though like the women that say that they're not rooted in logicality.
Perspective. What I find, and I think that this is why
They're
most
living in a
guys don't
fantasy
bother.
world.
And this is why I believe this is the biggest kind of consumer of my energy.
Big style.
I would add from a male perspective, what I find, and I think that this is why most guys don't bother, and this is why
I mean, they give up.
This is the biggest kind of consumer of my energy when it comes to dating in this whole game. Is that all modern women want my time and attention. When I go to a club, there's 10 hot girls who think I'm gonna get their number, talk to them for 3 months, take them out until they eventually decide to we can do this or that or whatever, and it's it's just non-stop, and they all think I have all the time in the world, and that they're all so special and interesting, and that they all deserve the red carpet treatment. And these women do nothing for me. They do absolutely.
They don't
nothing. They come
reciprocate.
barely
No
hold a conversation.
reciprocation. No mutuality. You feel me? It's, yeah, bro. It's one side is unrequited, man. Like they want your energy. They want to sap your energy. You know what I mean? Drain your energy. Like they want you. You know what I mean? They want you to bow down, capitulate. You know what I mean? Brown nose, placate, simp. Like that's what a lot of women want men to do. You feel me? Not all, but a lot.
Perspective. What I find, and I think that this is why most guys don't bother, and this is why I just move. It's the biggest kind of consumer of my energy when it comes to dating in this whole game. Is that all modern women
They want you to
my
cave
time
into their
attention.
demands.
When I go
You
to
feel
a
me?
club, there's 10 hot girls.
Like they expect from you, but they don't contribute anything. They don't bring anything that's honorable or laudable. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't bring substance. They bring BS, man.
It's that.
I would add from a male perspective, what I find, and I think that this is why most guys don't bother, and this is why I move. It's the biggest kind of consumer of my energy when it comes to dating in this whole game. Is that every
Like
woman,
like
want
AQ
my time
said,
attention.
you know what I mean? Men have, you know what I mean? Us men gotta focus on ourselves. You feel me? I mean, focus on you. That's what AQ said. You know what I'm saying? Focus on you, self elevation and all that. You know what I'm saying? Before you know what I mean? Before you jump into partnerships and all that.
Do they eventually decide to we can do this or that or whatever, and it's just non-stop, and they all think I have all the time in the world, and that they're all so special and interesting, and that they all deserve the red carpet treatment. And these women do nothing for me. They do absolutely nothing. They can't barely hold a conversation. They can't start a conversation. They got no date ideas. They don't even know how to be feminine, bro. They're saying they think wearing a tight skirt is feminine. There, they could stand around and guys would just throw themselves at
Just
you,
look pretty
which is
and don't have
that.
good internal qualities. They think like looking good like is enough. Like nah.
They do absolutely nothing. They can't barely hold a conversation. They can't start a conversation. They got no date ideas. They don't even know how to be feminine, bro. They're saying they think wearing a tight skirt is feminine. There, they could stand around and guys would just throw themselves at you, which is kind of like that's why.
Which is what they do, and that's why I said move
When is the last time a girl planned a day for you?
Oh my God.
Like planned a whole day, got you a thoughtful gift that had nothing to do with her, nothing she wanted.
I'm glad you asked that question. I don't remember the last time.
They don't do it, but they talk about equality a lot.
No, but you're generalizing a lot as
Like
well.
even if it was just a
Big
hookup
time.
that maybe liked you or got feelings or whatever, did any of them like try to compete for you?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Because they're all queens, they're all tens.
Because it's an ego thing. Because girls won't put aside their ego.
Big headed.
Okay, that's
they're all
fact.
queens, they're all
Overconfident.
No, she's got a point for once.
Like-
I'll agree with her. She does have a point. Girls, do you know what? Stop being so annoying. If you want to see the guy, ask him, can I see you? If you want to go on a date with him and you invite him, make sure that you did the invitation. Be polite, have manners, and you're the one that is the host. Therefore, you pattern the thing. Stop always waiting for the guy to make the first move.
I get the impression.
But it's not even no.
No, that's a whole.
No. You can't turn around and say that the men want feminine women.
And then you
So
want to
how
chase.
can a woman
Be
go up
taken
to a man and say, "I'm gonna take you out"?
Well, I'll say
How?
I think that you're an amazing guy. You are sick. I'm gonna shoot my
You know
shot.
something?
Would you want to go out with me?
No,
please?
You
what
sounded like a man.
what
That
I-
sounded like a man.
Nah, nah.
It sounds like a man.
What I
These days, they're very masculine these days.
So devil's advocate here. I wouldn't probably approach it like that, but like back in the day, didn't women drop the handkerchief? Right. Women drop the handkerchief.
But
that's
you
what-
see, the thing is, right, is that years ago, you took the handkerchief and the man showed you was interested. You didn't drop your knickers. And that's the difference. Dropping a handkerchief is totally different from dropping your knickers. So you used to walk along in the old days, they used to drop you walk along and you drop a hanky just to see whether or not the man was interested. But now the women are dropping their knickers to see whether the man's interested.
No, I don't think that's an issue. They're not dropping their knickers because like a third of men are virgins.
But they're dropping their knickers more than we drop hankies.
No, as many of you know, I was just banned on TikTok, and we are demonetized on a daily
It's
basis
crazy,
on
man.
this
They're banned.
platform. If you
It's
want
like
to
they
help,
hate-
please consider
They hate
sending
free-minded
super
people,
thanks
man. They
below.
hate people who
Every
speak out against the BS, man. Yeah, it's sad, man. Like people are like more people are getting banned. Like they banned Ye from Twitter. They banned Jordan Peterson from Twitter. They got Sneeko up out of here. They 86th Sneeko from YouTube. Yeah, man. It just, you know what I mean? They got Tate up out of here. Like they just going. They just 86 and people who have dissenting viewpoints, who say things they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you gotta like these people. I'm not saying you gotta agree with everything they say, but deplatforming and banning and all that, like that stuff is garbage. It's crazy. And like the people who celebrate the deplatforming of people they disagree with are bugging. They're bugging. They're bugging out, bro. That's crazy, brother. Yeah, it's a wild world we live in, bro. Yo, shout out to Just Pearly Things, man. Let me know what y'all thought, man. Yeah, I enjoy reacting to these things, to these videos, like these, you know what I mean? Like these partnership videos and red pill videos, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here.